Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the Peak District. I've had to make a trip up to Sheffield and thought it would be rude not to try and have a little peek in the Peak District. So I thought I'd come along to a place called Surprise View, which not much of a surprise. It's a really nice view. So I thought I would have a little look around and see what I can find. The good thing is, and if you've seen any of my other videos, you would know that I've been hunting around for silver birch for a long while, and where I live there's just not many of them at all. Here on the other hand, absolutely everywhere. So the plan, I don't know that there's some tracks leading in to where all these trees are, but I'm going to have a little wander around and see if I can find something that catches my eye. I've seen over the other side there's like a single birch tree on its own in amongst all the heather. I think it's heather. Pretty sure it's heather. So I'm gonna walk around that way and do a bit of a loop and see if I can find that. What I'm hoping, and this is a shot that I've been trying to do for ages, is get a lot of birch trees or silver birch in a row and just take maybe like a wide angle shot of that. But I'll start walking and see what I can find. Right, catch you in a moment. I've had a wander, and I'll be honest, I haven't got very far from where I was. I was just down over there, and I've literally just walked around the corner. I've managed to find this silver birch on its own. It's not the one that I mentioned a minute ago, but this one just caught my eye. It's got a bit of a curve on it, and it's separate from all the others. So the plan is I've gone portrait. So the idea is to get a bit of depth in, so I've got quite a bit of foreground in, and I've purposely not kept that in focus, so hopefully that will lead you in to the tree, and then the tree will be in focus. So I'm going to play around with the f-stop just to see what gets it in focus. At the moment I'm on f8, and I'll see how that goes. What I'm probably going to need to do is, because this is going to be quite prominent in the shot, is probably do some multiple exposures. So if I bracket the exposures, then if the sky's too bright, if I need to bring something out in the heather, then at least I've got the option to do that. Sticking a filter on is probably not going to make a massive difference, and it's going to make the top half of the tree darker than the rest of the tree. So easiest thing is just to bracket the shots. Taken a couple of shots there. I'm hoping they come out okay. Unfortunately, I'm not out at the most ideal time. So it's as you can probably tell, it's although it's cloudy, when the sun comes out, it's bright. So what I'm having to try and do is manage the exposure and everything. It's a bit tricky, especially when the sun's in and out. The other thing I'm having to deal with, which you're not going to be able to see very well, is hordes of people. Ideally I should have done this early morning. There would have been less people in or out and about, but it is what it is. I'm trying to keep out the way of everyone that comes by, try not to put myself in the way of other people. But as you can imagine, these tracks are fairly narrow in places, so yeah, it's just making sure that I'm acting responsibly. Right, I'm going to head up the hill. because there's a few rocks up there. Oh, it got bright again. Yeah, there's a few rocks up the top of the hill. What I'm hoping is to get almost like a grand vista, and hopefully get some of those rocks in the shot as well. And the way the clouds are at the moment, I think that's going to have patches of light over the landscape, which is going to be, which is hopefully going to be really nice. But let's get cracking. Alright, so I've managed to find my my vista, and basically I'm perched not too far from the edge, but I'm looking down over this sort of cliffside and basically taking a picture of some of the heather growing in the rock, and it's flowering. So that's basically going to be my focal point, my foreground interest, and then the background is just basically painted with light. So it's all the trees, all of the fields, and then the sky in the background with the clouds. Absolutely gorgeous. With the light, it makes it look absolutely incredible. But there's, like I was hoping there would be, you got where the clouds are, you've got pockets of shade and then pockets of light, and it just gives that extra dimension to the shot. So it's a really, really nice shot. I'm just hoping I do this justice in Photoshop and Lightroom. But the only thing that would top it off is if there was a bee or a butterfly on the flowers at the moment. But I'll take it as it is. But yeah, I'll stick that up on screen and let me know what you think. Was it worth getting close to the edge for it? Hopefully you can all hear me as well, because it's a little bit windy up here. But yeah, I'll take a few more shots of this and then I'm going to make a move and see what else I can find. Right, so I've moved on from there, but I haven't moved far. I was just over there somewhere. The reason I've moved on is because I found this. Now, if that wasn't an opportunity for a leading line, I don't know what is. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get everything out of the bag again. Right, I'll set this up and I'll talk you through it in a sec. So this one is fairly simple. As I mentioned, this is going to be a leading line. So essentially, all I'm doing is using this rock that juts out as the leading line into the rest of the image. And I don't think you could ask for a better leading line at all. What I'm trying to do is wait for a time when there's enough clouds in the sky and that there's a bit of texture on the ground as well. So it's just waiting patiently for that right time. Again, it's going to be one of these shots that's probably better at either sunset or sunrise. As you can probably tell, the sun is literally just above you, so it's not going to be the best shot in the world, but if you come here, I should imagine this is going to be one of those shots you have to take. What I'm thinking I might have to do as well is probably get on the either a polarizer to maybe bring out the blue in the sky and the greens in the field, or get the graduated filter on, because the sky is really bright. I'll play around with that, and then I will chuck that up on screen. Alright, so I'm done there. I think that's a really cool shot. So hopefully, what I've done is I stuck on a polarizer to bring out the blue and the green in the picture. I stuck on I think it's a 2-stop grad, and then what I've done is I've done multiple exposures as well. The aim, although I probably won't need all the exposures, is to give me the option of dodging and burning, so hopefully that'll work out quite nice. Okay, right, so I'm going to head back. It looks like the path behind me is going to take me all the way up to that, and as nice as I expect that is, there's tons of people there climbing all over it, so I am going to give that a miss. It's not so bad on these paths, but I can't say that I'll be able to keep more than 2 meters away from any of those people, so I'm not even going to bother. The plan now is to head back down to those trees. I'm going to see if I can get this shot that I've been after for a long time. Just a whole row of birch trees. Plenty of people have done it, but it's really nice. So I'm going to see if I can get a shot. Just trying to find the way down. I think I'm going to have to pretty much go back the way I came. But yeah, it's lovely up here. It's far too many people getting in my shots. I expect I've probably put it up, but I did a time lapse and 2 people decided to just sit in front of the camera. I'm hoping I can just crop it. It's a 4K video, so hopefully they can come out, but we'll see. Right, let's get to these trees. Right, catch you in a moment. Okay, so I've managed to find a group of trees. I've spent quite a while trekking through the silver birch wood, and I found a group of trees that are all in a line together, which I'm almost sort of side on to. It's not a bad shot. It's not the greatest in the world, and not quite the shot that I was looking for. There's a lot of ferns kicking about, and what I was hoping was for those to be in the foreground so that it gets rid of a lot of the distraction, and then loads of silver birch all sort of in a row. So this isn't quite what I was after. I'll take a shot, I'll stick it up on the screen. Like I say, it's not the best, but I'm hoping as I walk back to the car I'm going to find something else. I'm perhaps not going to walk through the woods like I've just done. Maybe take a wander around the side of it, and I might have better luck finding what I'm after there. The good thing is where I am, it's sloped upwards, so if I do quite a tight crop, I'm hoping that I get no sky and it's just silver birch and then just all the foliage below it. I'm f5.6 and I'm focused on the trees, just to keep that depth of field as shallow as possible, and then hopefully that will help lessen the distraction of everything behind it. The only thing not working in my favour is I've got the sun right behind me, so it's front lighting these trees, So it's not ideal, but see how it goes. I'll see if I can do something with it, and I'll stick it up on screen in a second for you, and hopefully it's come out all right. Right, let's crack on. Okay, so I've come out of the woods and I've actually managed to find something a little more the way I was hoping for. Again, it's still not the best shot in the world. The light is just hitting these silver birch, and for me it's just a bit too harsh. So I'm trying to time it so that it's just when the sun hits the clouds. It's a little bit more like what I was after. Again, still not perfect, but definitely a place to come back to when it's autumn, because everything should just go a completely different colour, nice reds and oranges, and I think that's definitely going to help. I'll wander back to the car now, and yeah, if I see, I'm not likely to see anything else on the way back, but if I do, I will check it up on screen after this one as well. I'm going to call it a video. It's getting a bit late and I've got to get back home, and it's a 3.5 hour drive. If you've enjoyed what you liked, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and as always, leave a comment down below. It'd be good to hear from you guys to see what you thought. Right, time for a big old drive home.